What is up, folks? My name is Justin Khanna. Are you looking for a new chef knife? This video is part of a series. If you're interested in a little bit more of a side-by-side comparison with different chef knives at different price points, go ahead and click or tap right here. There's a full breakdown of a longer version of a video. This video is individual knife specific, so let's get right into it. This is the Mercer M23510 chef knife from their Renaissance line. It is an 8-inch chef knife with a pretty classic Western style handle. This is made from Delrin, which was actually made by the DuPont company as a metal substitute. So it's very sanitary, gets that NSF stamp of approval. It's also water resistant and heat resistant. These rivets attach the handle to the full tang as well. They're using a high carbon German X50 CRMO V15 alloy. The edge says taper ground, which on paper sounds super fancy, but I would just be very careful if you're gonna take this knife out of the box and use it and then be disappointed that after you sharpen it, the edge feels a little bit different, because unless you have the same machines that they are using to get this taper ground edge on it, it's gonna feel a little bit different after you sharpen it for the first time, so just be aware of that. Speaking of sharpening, this edge goes all the way down to the length of the heel, so there's none of that edgeless heel garbage, so you can sharpen the entire length of this blade. This currently retails at around $35, but I've got it linked up down below for the most up-to-date prices. The shape is nothing fancy. If I'm comparing it to something like the Victorinox, it's maybe just a few millimeters wider. The handle doesn't come all the way up onto the knife as well, so depending on the way that you hold it, that can be good or bad. As far as any artistic details on this knife, they've got the knife and holding rod logo there with their own branding on it, so that's about all you're gonna get. So my thoughts on this is a utilitarian knife. This is often frequently found in the culinary school student starter pack. Is the steel bad? No. Can you get it sharp? Yes, but it's not gonna last as long as some other knives you can get. At that price point though, it's pretty good, but it's definitely not gonna be the sexiest knife in your kit. I have a friend that cooks with this knife, so I've used it before. It's relatively well balanced, but the handle's very thin, so I find that I have to choke up on the handle quite a lot, which isn't the most comfortable, especially for long cutting sessions. But again, I've used this knife before, so I'm not gonna unbox it, so that if you do win it, you get the one that's fresh out of the box. If you're just starting off or need a spare knife, or you're wanting to get into something like a Henkel or a Wusthof at a discount, the Mercer Renaissance is a good choice. To win the knife I just covered, get some nice color on that like button, subscribe down below, and leave me a comment saying, I want this knife, or something creative. I'd love to hear from you folks. I'll pick one random person that does all three in a few weeks, and I'll be in touch with you about your new chef knife. Thank you so much for your attention. My name is Justin Khanna. Have a good one.